beautiful sunny evening at Wintercrest Park as the Coon Rapids Post 334 squad welcome the team from Westphal Armstrong. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and just one complete game in the books for the Coon Rapids squad. This is the opener for Armstrong.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. As you mentioned, just a beautiful night here at the ballpark, and we're sitting with a perfect view and a little wind. Just not too much, but just a nice condition here for these two teams.
Yeah, relatively consistent breeze heading out to left field, so hitter favorable, although it takes a healthy launch to reach the fence here at Wintercrest. 325 down the line, 400 to straightaway center.
You saw Jacob Maddock on the mound, getting his first start in this Legion season. You mentioned it. They had a win to start their season and the incomplete game in the second one. So technically a 1-0 record, or a 1.5 maybe, half a loss. I'm not really sure how you can count that, but nonetheless, they're looking to get another W here tonight.
Here's a look at the lineup for the Armstrong squad. J.J. Peters set to lead it off, followed by Tanner Rausch. A.J. Keeblebeck is hitting third and playing at third. Harrison Boughton is at second base and hitting cleanup. Andrew Morgan, Nathan Hawkinson, the pitcher August Toussaint Cool, then London Reed and Oscar Schultz.
There you get a look at Maddock. We've seen him pitch a couple of times. We saw him during the baseball season for the high school team. And he was pretty solid.
Starting quarterback for the Cardinal football team about half of last season.
Good athlete.
So he has an arm, and he's got a strong fastball. Starts him with a strike.
He's also a pitcher that does not waste a lot of time on the mound. He'll come at you. He won't waste time between pitches.
Those are my favorite.
Mine as well, Joe. Especially when there's hockey on.
Fastball up, fouled back to the backstop by Peters, and Maddock quickly ahead in the count 0-2. This one skied back and will get out of play. We'll try again at 0-2. Goes a little bit of a breaking pitch on the inside edge.
Yeah, that really didn't miss by much.
Misses low, and it's 2-2. Peters battling back into this leadoff at bat, top of the first inning. Maddock kicks and fires the 2-2. Curveball inside and a full count.
Good job by Peters just to hold off on that pitch.
Goes back to the high heat on the line, gets under the glove of Colin Phaneuf at second and into right field for a leadoff single. And after falling behind 0-2, J.J. Peters able to battle off, foul off a good two-strike pitch and then find one and find a hole.
Well, it looked like Phaneuf was going to make a play on the ball, but it just skidded underneath the glove. Didn't get a chance to get a piece of it.
And now Tanner Rausch, pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Peters will head over to second, take a turn, and just stay there.
An easy job getting to second from first here when that ball gets behind the catcher, because there's so much real estate behind home plate.
Jeremy Oddie getting the start behind the plate. Fastball outside. 2-0. And just blows that fastball by him. Tanner Rausch, big swing, comes up empty, 2-1. This one hit high to right field. Fearing tracking to his left. Makes the catch near the line. Tagging and bluffing is Peters at second. And there's one away on the fly to right.
Yeah, and that throw in went over Sammy Lee, but Novak was there to make sure he fielded it.
And now the second baseman, A.J. Keeblebeck. Down and away, 1-0. I don't know, though. Lineup you sent me had him at second. Your lineup has him at third.
And he is playing third.
Of course, I also have Andrew Morgan at second, so that would make sense.
You have two people at second. What's that shift they put on?
Well, it was outlawed, at least in the majors.
Not in Legion ball.
Not in Legion ball for all those teams.
Yep.
Play the odds. Good effort by Mason Myrie, but out of play, it'll be 1-2. The one spot in the ballpark we do not have a view for.
But fortunately, we have cameras.
1-2 pitch. Curve swung on and missed. Good job by Adi to check the runner, keep Peters close, and throw down to complete the strikeout.
And the all-important second out of the inning.
That'll bring up the catcher, Harrison Boughton. Runner at second base, 2 away now. Maddox starts with a curve. It gets out of the glove of Adi, and over to third base comes J.J. Peters on the pass ball.
Yeah, Maddox would just like to get out of this inning unscathed here. For a couple of pitches getting by Adi, it moves the base runner to third.
They put Peters up as an error, so I guess they're calling that E4. One and one now to Harrison Boughton. Curveball beautifully placed for strike 2. Another curve called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Maddox. And he leaves that runner stranded. No hits, 1 error, 1 left. Rapids with a first chance to hit after this. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
In a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back at the ballpark, leadoff hitter Jaden Kopp taking a look at starting pitcher August Toussaint Cool. Head coach Matt Mossy just behind him. Kopp, the primary catcher for the club, just swinging the bat today. He'll be followed by Danny Scheller and then Jared Fearing. Zach Novak is hitting cleanup. Sammy Lee in the number 5 spot with the second baseman Colin Phaneuf hitting 6th. Or 6th, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Kel Norquist, Mason Myrie, and Jeremy Adi round out the batting order for head coach Matt Mosse. Smoothly done.
August Tucson Cool on the mound for Armstrong. Westphal Armstrong.
Is too cool
He's
too
cool
easy
for
and a nickname when
Maybe-
your name's
may- I
Tucson
don't know.
Cool?
Cooler than cool. Jaden Kopp is, granted it's been just a couple of games, but just tearing the cover off the baseball, hitting .714 on the season. He has 7 at bats. 5 of those at bats are hits, one of which is a double.
5 of 7 is a good way to start
Yeah.
your summer.
I mean, granted it's early, but we always talk about he's a good hitter. I don't think he hit as well during the high school season as he's capable of.
Still a junior. He'll be back behind the plate for the Cardinals next spring. Tucson Cool misses inside, 1-0.
You know, Kopp's pretty patient hitter at the plate too, so he's gonna look for his pitch.
Fastball middle in, popped up on the right side behind second base. Coming in to make the play from right is Oscar Schulte. And there's one down.
A relatively quick out here for post 334.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Danny Scheller.
Danny hitting .333 on the season so far.
Curveball that didn't curve, stays up high, 1-0. Fastball, Scheller tried to check his swing, could not. And the count is 1-1. That one way high. Breaking pitch in the dirt.
Scoreboard has it 3-0, but it's actually 2-1.
Correct. Fastball swung on and missed. And now 2-2. And that was another one up high. Both pitches that Scheller has swung at have been up over the shoulders. They go up there again, but
well, you're not
that one's spinning over his head.
You're not swinging at that one.
You certainly hope not. Full count. Fastball, pop back and out of play. And we'll try again. Tucson Cool is very deliberate in his motion. This one skied right side over for a look is first baseman Landon Reed, but well out of bounds.
Oh, Scheller doing a good job of just keeping his at-bat alive, making sure he gets a piece of the ball and protects the plate.
Another one skied. This one into very short center. I guess technically center field, where Hawkinson catches it just into the outfield grass for out number 2.
Well, Jared Fearing, who's the next batter up for the post 334 team, he's only batting 800.
Only. Well, again, in a game and a half.
But still. He's been up 5 times and hit
four
four
or
hits.
5, yeah. Well, my guess is he's got a walker too as well, maybe.
He has 3 of those.
It's a pretty good start to your
4 RBI.
Summer as well. 1-0. Curveball up high. 2-0.
Yeah, the squad's batting .404. That's very respectable. But again, it's a short season so far. But still,
on base average 7 out of 8.
Yeah.
You'll take that all day long. 2-0 fastball right down the pipe. Looked at for strike 1.
Come on, guys. Let's go, 14.
Another miss up high. 3-1. Tucson Cool trying to send the Rapids down in order here in the bottom of the first inning. Fastball fouled back and a full count. Got a quick out, just 2 pitches to get that first out on Jaden Kopp. Since then, the at-bats have gone much deeper.
Let's go, Gus. Oh, yeah.
Full count pitch. Fearing went down to get that one. Stay alive as he fouls it out of play.
Yeah, when in doubt, just make sure you get a piece of it.
Curveball misses outside. Ball 4, and Fearing is aboard.
And again, another opportunity for him being on base.
Gonna bring up Zach Novak.
Yeah, Zach's a pretty good hitter in his own right as well. He's hitting .625.
Looks at a good pitch from Tucson Cool for strike 1, 0-1.
Let's go, 14.
Runner is going. Pitch not called. The throw not in time as Fearing slides under it. A pretty good throwdown from Boughton. I was looking for a call from the umpire.
Yeah,
and
he got a pretty good
never
jump.
really got it, but they're going to call it a strike.
Yeah, he got in there.
Close.
Yep, that's his first stolen base of the season, the young season.
0-2 now to Novak at the plate with the runner at second base. That pitch up high, but grounded to third. Scooped up by Keeblebeck. The throw across to Reed in time for out number 3. Rapids able to get a man aboard with 2 outs, get a stolen base to get him in a scoring position, but leave him stranded. No score between Coon Rapids and Armstrong. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at Wintercrest Park, American Legion baseball, no score after the first inning. Both teams leaving a runner aboard, and a very close play at first.
Oh, did he foot come off the bag? I think foot was off the bag.
He did have.
Yep.
He may have.
He may,
I thought he just stretched up. But
I did too, but his foot's off the bag.
Fantastic camera work from our crackpot staff here at CTS.
Again, you're calling our staff crackpots. I just don't understand. They work so hard for you.
First pitch right in the middle, popped up right side, tracked down and caught by Colin Phaneuf. And not caught.
No, I don't think he got it. I think he missed it. Take another look. Phaneuf is going to step in front. Myra, yeah, he just misjudged it.
So are they going to call that one a hit, or is that going to be the second
That should be
E4
that should
of
be
the
an error.
ballgame?
No, that's another error.
Let's go, Nate.
So the leadoff man on base by error, Nathan Hawkinson, on one pitch, I might add. Nathan Hawkinson at the plate now with a 1-1 count. Fastball right down the middle gets Maddock back ahead, 1-2.
Yeah, again, you want to make sure your defense behind you plays well. And
Go another step, Lawrence. Good hole.
good stop by Adi.
Was a good curveball, didn't get Hawkinson to bite. He thought about it. Adi able to smother it, keep Morgan from trying to advance. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike three, third strikeout of the ball game for Jacob Maddock already. Just 4 outs in the game. That'll bring up the pitcher an opportunity to help his own cause. August Toussaint Cool with a runner at first and one away. Pitch in the dirt, good backhanded stab, tried to back pick down at first, but Morgan able to get back.
Chatter coming from that Westphal dugout. I'd love to hear it.
Having a good time at the ballpark.
Yep. Why not? Beautiful night. Joe Young's here. It doesn't get better than that. Are you debating that?
I don't know that my presence improves anything, but it is 2-1 to August Toussaint Cool.
Oh, your presence.
Augie Gus as the chants were coming from the dugout.
Your presence always improves things, Joe Young.
2-1 pitch in for a strike and even the count. Toussaint Cool able to foul off a curveball and stay alive at 2-2.
Again, with just one away and a runner at first, trying to help his cause.
Another 2-2 pitch from Maddox, swung on and missed.
Well,
another strikeout.
He blew that fastball by him. Out number 2.
Well, it is definitely a weapon.
Yeah.
And now first baseman Landon Reed with Morgan still at first base, reached on an error on the first pitch of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts since that time, and Maddox starts him with a fastball for strike one.
Nice
And another fastball right on the corner at the knees. This one hit through the right side of the infield. Solid single, first base hit of the ball game for either team, and it'll keep this inning alive.
Yeah, again, hitting at the perfect spot. that hole between first and second.
That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Oscar Schultz.
Number 9.
Schulte.
Nothing? Oh, God, no. Tim, you see the lead I take.
Fastball, Schulte a little late.
Step right out there. Let's go. Get that foot down.
Runners at first and second here in the bottom or top of the first I'm just going home now.
Yeah.
Top of the second inning.
There you go.
Inning? Is that what they call this?
Yeah, period.
Go, Oscar.
Took a little something off of it, left it outside. Schulte just waved at it
He
as
did.
it went by, 1-2. Goes back to the fastball, pop back and out of play. Curveball misses down and in again, tries to throw behind the runner at first. He gets away from Myrie, and now Morgan will scoot over to third. Second error of the inning.
Again, I'm not sure if he, excuse me, prepared for the throw down.
Well, Myrie was well behind the bag.
Yep.
Not covering at all. And good heads up base running from Andrew Morgan to get
bet.
over to third. 2-2 pitch is outside, full count.
Go. Hey, 3-2, man. 3-2, 2 outs.
It looked like they had the opportunity to get out of the inning, and all of a sudden you have a runner at third with 2 away. Westphal Armstrong trying to draw first blood here.
This one fouled back off the backstop. 8th pitch of this at bat. Maddock trying to leave the runners stranded, get his team out of a little bit of a jam. This one grounded to third, bobbled by Novak. Everybody's safe. Armstrong's on the board, 1-0.
Yeah, another error on the field for the post 334 team. That's 4 errors, 3 in this inning. As head coach Matt Mossy is going to take a walk out to the mound, and the entire infield plus your catcher comes in to discuss things. And certainly that was something that they could ill afford.
And gets Armstrong back to the top of the order. And Novak, normally a very sure fielder at third. Maddox still able to smile out on the hill. J.J. Peters won a battle and reached on an error. A little sinking liner towards second base that got under the glove of Colin Phaneuf. Good stop by Adi. Keep it in front of him.
Let's go, JJ. Put the double down the line, eh? Let's go, JJ. Hey, same as last time. Yeah.
Peters rounds it to the left side. Novak another chance. This time makes it look easy. And the inning comes to an end, but Armstrong scores a run on a hit and 3 errors. They left 2. They lead 1-0 after an inning and a half on CTN.
Okay, I have a couple good ones for you, Joe. How do football players stay cool? By standing next to the fans. What kind of tea do football players drink? Penalty. Why can't you play football with pigs? Because they hog the ball.
Fans enjoying a nice night at the ballpark. Cardinal fans or Rapids fans hoping for a little something more to cheer about. But their team could be in a much larger hole considering 4 errors in the first 2 innings.
Absolutely. And they've had the problems in the field so far. I believe they have 4 in their first 2 contests, and now you add another 4 already. And that's something that they're certainly going to want to clean up.
Looking to respond here in the home half of the second inning, Sammy Lee, Colin Phaneuf, and Kel Norquist, the scheduled hitters to face August Toussaint Cool.
Lee hitting .429 in this early season.
Curveball misses outside, 1-0 as Lee showed bunt, draws in that infield. Cablebeck ready to charge from third. Fastball in for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. I know what a great fan you are of the pitch count statistic. I'm going to tell you that both pitchers had the exact same number of pitches in the first inning and the same number of pitches for strikes. I want to know what your guess is for how many pitches did each pitcher throw in the first inning.
They each threw 15 pitches.
No.
Okay, done.
They each threw 19 pitches.
God, you know, I was going to.
You have a
Honest to God, I
chance
was
to
going to say
redeem
9
yourself. Oh, of course you were.
I really was.
How
then I
many
changed to
for
15.
strikes?
13.
12.
That was close.
You were close. 19 pitches, 12 for strikes. That's pretty good
Yeah, that's very
ratio, and yet, struggled a little bit. Pitches in there for a strike. Lee thought it was staying high, but dropped into the zone at the last second. Toussaint Cool did give up 1 walk in the first inning. This one fouled back and out of play.
Win the battle, 14.
Curveball hit to right. In on it comes Schulte. It's going to drop in front of him for a leadoff single by Sammy Lee.
Sammy Lee with a nice at bat. Got the count to 3-2, and before he dropped that hit in right field, found the green. Good way for the Rapids squad to start this bottom half of the second.
That'll bring up second baseman Colin Phaneuf. Charged with 2 of the 4 errors. He would love to redeem himself with a big at bat right here. 1 on, nobody out. This one hit well to left. Going back is Norquist, and this one is off the base of the fence. Sammy Lee is going to be held up at third base, but a stand-up double for Colin Phaneuf on the first pitch. And now the tying run 90 feet away and the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Again, nice piece of hitting by Phaneuf. I mean, he just was hitting 500 before that at-bat, so now he's going to continue to see his average grow north.
He got all of it.
And I think we had to hold up a little bit to make sure that ball was going to be caught.
And it was J.J. Peters in left field looking at the wrong fielding chart quickly as I tried to also track the ball. I thought that one had a chance, but he'll take it, base of the fence. Again, it's pretty deep ballpark here. Here's Kel Norquist. He said, how could I possibly be out in left field when I'm about ready to bring these runs in?
That crazy Yund.
Looks at a curveball in the dirt, 1-0. Fastball in for a strike, 1-1. Off speed pitch. Big swing comes up empty for Norquist, 1-2.
This is Norquist's first at bat of the season. Looking to make it a good one.
This one grounded on the left side. He'll get an RBI at least. Very close, but he is out at first base. But he drives in the run, ties this ball game at 1.
As quickly as Westphal Armstrong scores that first run, that's as quickly as the post 334 team gets their first run.
Toussaint Cool taking plenty of time and then missing up and in to Mason Myrie, 1-0.
Myrie looking for his first hit of the season. A great time to get it.
Couldn't catch up with that one. It's 1-1. That one in the dirt. Good backhanded stick by Boughton. Throw back to the plate, and they got him. Phaneuf was trying to bait the throw.
He was. And he had a long lead off of second base.
Caught off of the bag, and there you see the throw. Just took a little time getting back to the bag, and now the base runner erased. This one hit, soft liner to short. Hawkinson makes the catch, and the inning ends. Couple of hits and a run, nobody left. We're tied at 1 after 2. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Wow, I thought we were on, someone changed channel to National Geographic.
A beautiful
the
dragonfly gracing us with their presence, taking in a little bit
What'd
of...
they bring us?
Presence with a C.
Oh, sorry.
Not a T.
Okay. I thought maybe they brought us something.
Enjoying the ball game.
Something to eat.
They can't carry that much. It'd be a very light meal. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for Westphal Armstrong here in the third inning.
Could bring us a slider. Be perfect for the ballpark.
Each team able to put up a run in their half of the second inning. Gets us to the tie score we have now. Jacob Maddox's been pretty solid, but the fielding behind him has been suspect.
Yep. Yeah, 4 errors in this contest for the Rapid squad.
Sounds like 3 during the
Dude, no, I literally thought he was gonna fuck it. So I'm like, all right, bang, boom.
So Tanner Roush will lead things off. Flied out to right field first time up. Just one hit first time through the order for Jacob Maddock, 4 strikeouts.
Well, as you mentioned, yeah, he's pitched well, just hasn't had the support behind him yet.
Comes out with the gas and gets Roush swinging. It's 0-1. Stays up high. Roush got just a little bitty piece of it, but it's 0-2. Then he pulls the string, a curveball down in the dirt, and Roush, that is 3 swings. I think he might want all 3 back. Strikeout number 5 for Jacob Maddock.
Yeah, you're 1 out in the 3rd inning here, and 5 strikeouts already for Maddock. That's pretty impressive.
Fastball hit right back up the middle and through. A 1-out single for A.J. Keeblebeck.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there by Keeblebeck. Put it right back up the box.
Bring up the catcher, Harrison Boughton.
Look, it's got a little Shapiro starter kit going.
Maddox starts him with a curve, and he wisely lays off for a 1-0 count. Goes back to the sweeping curve. Again, Adi throwing down behind the runner, trying to back pick him, keep him honest. Keebleback slides back safely. Fastball swung on and missed, 2-1.
There's a lot of velocity on that fastball. This one skied behind second base. Underneath it to make the catch is Sammy Lee for out number 2. Always a big second out. They worry about that guy at the plate, not the runner on the base paths.
Andrew Morgan scored the 1 run. Reached on an error, moved from second to third on an error. He also scored on an error. This one grounded back up the middle. Lee will scoop it up, tag second base, and we are done in the top half of the 3rd inning. American Legion Baseball, Coon Rapids and Westphal Armstrong tied at 1 on CTN. So Howie, did you know the term soccer actually came from England?
But don't the English call soccer football, like pretty much everyone else?
Yeah, but only after we started saying soccer and the world was mocking us for it.
So you're saying the UK set us up?
Yep, sabotage.
Brits.
to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Outstanding day to be at the ballpark, and a tight one early. One run apiece as we get ready for the bottom of the third inning. Ugly number in the right-hand column for Coon Rapids, but again, they only have given up one run when you commit 4 errors in the first 2 innings. They consider themselves somewhat fortunate. Jeremy Adi, the number 9 hitter for the Rapids, leading things off here in the bottom of the third inning. Toussaint Cool delivers high with a fastball, 1-0.
Adi looking for his first base hit in this season.
I think I feel it.
You feel it?
I feel it.
Yeah, nice. Would be a nice way to start the bottom of the third. Get your leadoff hitter on.
This one hit well to right, coming in, diving, and not able to make the play is Schulte. Adi is digging, going for second. He's there standing. A leadoff double.
Young, you know, can you pick some numbers for me so I can go buy a lottery ticket if you're feeling it, if you feel it there? Nice way to start the bottom half of the third, as we talked about. He's not quite going to get to the ball.
And back to the top of the order for Coon Rapids, Jaden Kopp. Hit the second pitch of the first inning pretty well to center field, but turned into a quick out. That one up, gets away from the catcher Boughton, and Adi quickly scrambles over to third.
I feel an RBI coming. What do you think?
Well, it's your call. You just made it. We'll see.
I feel it.
1-0 count to Jaden Kopp. Fastball in for a strike, 1-1. Curveball stays high, 2-1. Puts a fastball in there and evens the count. And it's interesting, you mentioned Maddox's pace in the first inning, and he likes to work quickly. Toussaint Cool on the opposite end. Very deliberate and patient between pitches, takes his time. This one hit to right, and it was dropped by Schulte. And you felt an RBI,
I did.
There it is.
There it is.
Because that would have been an RBI on a sac fly. Instead, I don't know how they'll rule it other than he reached on an error, but he should still get that RBI in my opinion.
Yeah, they gave him an error.
Oh, it's absolutely 100% an error. And Cardinals have found a soft spot in the defense as Schulte struggling a little bit in right field. That one right off the tip of his glove.
And Coach Bjorn Jensen take his first visit to the mound.
Coon Rapids now in the lead, 2-1.
Yeah, with nobody out.
Danny Scheller will dig in with that runner at second base. And as you mentioned, nobody out. One already across. one skied back out of play. They have 2 errors on the board for Westphal Armstrong, and I'm not sure where the other one was. This one hit into left field. Going back on it is Peters. He's there for the catch. Kopp will retreat to second base. Out number 1.
They gave it a fairly decent ride, but easy for Peters out there in left field to make the play. But again, now you've got another pretty good hitter at the plate. Jared Fearing.
Walked and stole a base in the first. Now that runner in second base, 1 away. Toussaint Cool will chase Kopp back to the bag at second. Breaking pitch that doesn't break. 1-0. Fastball right there. Fearing just watches it go by, and the count is even.
Yeah, that's maybe a pitch he'd like to rethink.
Curveball misses, 2-1.
Again, Fearing with pretty good patience at the plate.
Toussaint Cool steps off, recollect himself. Inning started with a double and an error, a run across. His team now trailing. Curveball hit well toward the gap in left center, but it's tracked down by center fielder Roush. And Kopp had to kind of hustle and slide back to get back to the bag at second safely.
Yeah, at first off the bat, I thought maybe that ball was going to drop in the outfield, but it hung up a little bit. And Roush able to come in and make a play on the ball.
That'll bring up Zach Novak. Cardinals got 1 in the second and could have had more.
Yes.
Got 1 here in the third. They'd like to make sure that they take advantage of the remainder of the opportunity in this inning, as Kopp has been standing at second base since there was no one out. 2-0.
I stopped by Bowden behind the plate.
Fastball misses high. Three and 0 now to Zach Novak. Just 1 walk so far for August Toussaint Cool. That was back in the first inning.
Yep, there it is.
Called strike, and Novak was taking all the way at 3 and 0. Up high, ball 4.
Oh, the Rapids squad with a couple of base runners on and 2 away.
Sammy Lee singled and scored in the second. Trying to keep this inning going with 2 on and 2 out. Fastball right off the corner. Looked pretty good, but outside.
A little bit.
1-0.
Let's go 14.
Curveball. Just outside as well, 2-0.
Yeah, again, you got to be patient at the plate to take those pitches. Sammy not seeing the pitch he likes. At least so far.
Fastball hit well down the line to left. Kopp will turn. He's coming in. He will score, digging for third and getting there safely is Novak. And Lee with an RBI double has his Cardinals ahead 3-1.
That was a nice piece of hitting by Sammy Lee as he's able to drill that over the third baseman and put it in left field. No opportunity there, and going to get that 2-run cushion now with runners at second and third and 2 away.
Colin Phaneuf hammered a double to the base of the fence first time up. Looks at a fastball on the outside edge, 0-1. Opportunity here to really help his team open up the lead. Curveball swung on and missed. And Toussaint Cool able to get way ahead in the count, 0-2. Time is called as Phaneuf steps out. Toussaint Cool just trying to stop the bleeding here. A couple of runs in the inning. Curveball swung on and missed. He gets a 3-pitch strikeout, leaves those 2 runners stranded in scoring position, but Coon Rapids gets 2 across. They lead 3-1 after 3 on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Howie, do you know why fish are so bad at volleyball? Because they're afraid of the net.
Why me?
Why couldn't the volleyball player cross the road? There were too many bumps. Why was Cinderella kicked off the team? Because she ran away from the ball.
I hate you.
Back at the ballpark. Westphal Armstrong started the scoring at the top of the second. Coon Rapids answered with 1 in the bottom half of the second, added 2 more in the bottom of the third. They lead 3-1 as we get ready to start the fourth.
Fans treated to a pretty interesting contest, but a beautiful night. They're enjoying baseball. I think she's looking at the CTN site. Can I see that? Can I see that puppet commercial again?
Well, she's getting connected with Coon
Yeah,
Rapids
absolutely.
as our PSA informs you.
As well as you should.
Should get the Coon Rapids app. Fastball hit right back to second. Phaneuf up with it over to Myrie. 1 pitch, 1 out. Nathan Hawkinson goes down quickly.
Yeah, because it's nice to get connected with us. You can see what we're doing and follow us and look at Joe Yensal's personal appearance schedule. You can go get his autograph down at the old Harmar Mall.
The old which isn't anywhere near
No,
Coon
but
Rapids.
well,
Doesn't make much sense, but
you remember you're not allowed near Northtown. So.
Westphal Armstrong coming out swinging here in the 4th. Toussaint Cool fouled off the first thing he saw from Jacob Maddock. Maddock could be just fine with a quick inning. Fastball in for a strike, 0-2. Gave up a hit in the 3rd inning, but only had to throw 10 pitches. Curveball down and in.
He tried to see if he could get him to commit to something on the inside.
Curveball in the zone to 1-3. Yeah.
1-3.
Well, I was going to say 2-2. And I realized, yeah, that's strikeout number 6.
Yep, that's impressive. 2 pretty quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now Landon Reed, he had a single in his first at bat. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. Fastball hit high and spinning foul out of play.
Okay.
This one grounded on the right side. Gets past both Myrie and Phaneuf. As Myrie tried to cut it off, but could not make the play, and then Phaneuf trying to back it up, just kind of lost sight of it a little bit.
Yeah, and it hopped over it. So Westphal Armstrong staying alive here with 2 away, getting a base runner.
Bring up Oscar Schulte, reached on an error in the 2nd inning. It was a common occurrence.
Yeah,
3
it was.
errors in that inning. That fastball was by him before that bat came off his shoulder. Maddock just challenging him, goes right back to it. This one right in the zone, strike 2. Stays with the fastball. Schulte able to foul it off out of play and stay alive at 0-2. Curveball grounded back up the middle. Waiting on it is Lee. Tags the bag at second. 2nd inning in a row that is ended with an unassisted out for the shortstop. Cardinals Rapids back at the plate with a 3-1 lead when we are return with the bottom of the 4th next on CTN. So Howie, did you know the term soccer actually came from England?
But don't the English call soccer football, like pretty much everyone else?
Yeah, but only after we started saying soccer and the world was mocking us for it.
So you're saying the UK set us up?
Yep, sabotage.
Brits.
Some struggles in the field for the Coon Rapids team as The only reason why Jacob Maddox hasn't been just automatic, he has 6 strikeouts through 4 innings. The team has 4 errors in that time, however, and in the 3-error second inning, Westphal Armstrong was able to score the game's first run, but the Rapids came right back in the bottom half of the second. Big double off the base of the wall by Phaneuf. And then the ground out RBI. And able to score a couple more in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And now a 3-1 lead as a couple of errors in the field for Westphal Armstrong. Assisting as well. RBI double by Sammy Lee, driving in the last run.
Sammy Schultz, the new pitcher for Westphal Armstrong. So go back to your last point during that recap. So you're saying that Jacob was almost automatics? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, that's a reach.
Well, I had to wait for it.
First pitch, Cal Norquist pops it up. Fortunately, Reed not able to catch it in front of the dugout, and he will have new life. Schultz kicks and fires and misses outside, 1-1. Almost a side-arming lefty.
Yep.
Really makes that a much different look and a very different delivery from Toussaint Cool. Blows the fastball past the swinging Norquist to get ahead in the count, 1-2. Or 2-2 as the case may be. This one skied just behind short. And it tracked out and got over the head of Hawkinson and in front of Peters. And the leadoff man aboard for the Rapids. This one, it looked like it was just going to be like 2 feet into the grass, and it just kept drifting out.
Yeah, carried a little bit, and he just could not get underneath.
Bloop single for Kel Norquist to start the 4th, and that'll bring up Mason Myrie. Myrie licks at a fastball for a strike.
Myrie's still looking for his first hit of the season.
Man at first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. His team up 3-1, out in front of the off-speed pitch, 0-2. Very conservative lead for Norquist over at first with a lefty on the hill, and Myrie went fishing for one outside and a 3-pitch strikeout for Sammy Schultz.
There you see it again, it's just fooled him.
And now Jeremy Oddie, double and a run scored. He's fooled by the curveball as well. His bat already through the zone by the time it reached the plate, 0-1. Schultz keeping the batters off balance a bit. The runner goes, pitches in the dirt. And Norquist over to second base into scoring position with one away.
Yeah, good situation for post 334 if they can manufacture a run here.
Chase Norquist back to the bag at second. One count to Jeremy Addy. Misses high.
Go, Sammy! Right in there, kid.
Again, they'll check the runner. Norquist back in time.
Well, they want to keep him as close to the bag and give him a little more difficult time to score if something's hit to the outfield.
Two 1 pitch. Sinks in there for strike two. A nice late break to that pitch. Adi with a drive to right field. This one's going to fall. He's 2 for 2 in the game. And Norquist hustles over to third base. Runners at the corners with one out.
A good hitter at the plate.
Back to the top of the order. Jaden Kopp 0 for 2, did reach on an error and score. Apparently they called it an error. I still call it an RBI because it would have been a sacrifice fly had the catch been made, most likely. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but either way, that's what I got. Jaden Kopp, first pitch, right down the line, squeezed it between third baseman Keeble back in the line, and he's got an RBI double. Rapids have 2 more in scoring position, still only 1 away.
Yeah, great piece of hitting. He jumped on that first pitch and put it down that third base line.
No doubt about that RBI.
Nope. Makes it 4-1.
And now Danny Scheller with a great opportunity, 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out. Scheller 0 for 2. Pop up and a fly out. Pitch in the dirt, good stop by Boughton.
Yeah, Boughton's made a couple of nice stops behind the plate.
And with 2 in scoring position, you either have to count on your catcher to make those plays or abandon the strike or the curveballs. So limit the opportunity of a chance to get behind your catcher. Because with this much foul room, a wild pitch or pass ball is going to cost you a run.
Yeah, easily.
More often than not. Fastball swung on and missed, 2-1. This one hit just foul. Scheller was trying to find that same gap down the third baseline.
Well, I like the thought.
Three hits in the inning. 1 run across, 2 more in scoring position, and Scheller fooled by that curveball, and strike 3, second strikeout of the inning for Sammy Schultz.
And a big second out, trying to stop this rally, but now again, Fearing coming up to the plate. He's, again, has the opportunity to drive the ball, can drive the ball.
And the Cardinals do have 3 hits on Schultz in this inning, but a lot of really bad swings as well, as the Cardinals have had a tough time picking up exactly what pitch he's throwing.
Yeah, but if he puts something over the plate, they've been hitting it.
Fastball fouled back. And the count 0-2. An opportunity for Schultz to get out of this without any more damage. Just the 1 run across here in the inning. Curveball hit on a line, on a hop. It gets past Andrew Morgan. 1 run scores. Here comes Kopp. He's in as well. This may be an error, and he may not get any RBI, but Fearing will be just fine with that to get 2 more runs for his team.
Yeah, that has to be an error, I believe, anyway. But you're right. Now it makes it 6-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. I don't think anything official has been given, but I mean that's one that probably should have had.
Well, if you give Phaneuf an error on the one he missed in the first,
you have to do it there.
You have to call that an error as well, my opinion. There's the
there
error.
It is.
Up on the board. So both runs will score on that error. But again, I think Jared's just fine with that as long as his team gets a couple more runs, a little more comfortable lead. 2 outs here, a runner at first base for Zach Novak. And this one hit and will drift foul down the right field line and get out of play.
Yeah, trying to put that one down the right field line.
Well, Fearing has speed, so something to the corner might give him a chance. But just trying to get on base and keep the inning going, but then again, there's that curveball where just Cardinal batter or Rapids batter way out in front. The pretty significant difference in the velocity between his fastball and his curve. There's the fastball in the dirt. Nice stop. Fearing on the run. He will slide in safely and get himself into scoring position.
His second stolen base of the game.
Swinging strike 3 for Zach Novak. 3rd strikeout of the inning for Sammy Schultz. But 3 runs score on 3 hits and an error. They leave 1. Coon Rapids leads Armstrong 6-1 as we head to the 5th on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Novak, the new pitcher, Joe.
And Phaneuf has moved over to 3rd.
I can't see who's over at 2nd.
Samuel Lee's still at
Yep.
short. And Mason Myrie still at first.
This is Novak's first outing of the season. So Norquist is at second, so that makes who's in left.
He's coming with the changes right now.
Jaden Kopp.
Jaden Kopp. Okay.
Okay, what number's left field?
Pretty sure.
And Price Karen is behind the plate.
Top of the order for Westphal Armstrong. J.J. Peters 0 for 2. Did reach on an error in the first. Looks at a pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Peters got a piece of it, and then it got a whole lot of our home plate umpire. Give him a minute to walk that one off.
Hit him in the shoulder, and then right off the mask. That was double the fun.
Well, it was off the bat, off the tip of the glove of Karen, and off the shoulder.
And the mask.
Not the first time it's happened. I guarantee won't be the last unless this is his last game. It's bound to happen.
Of course.
And we appreciate you. As much as we may get on officials, we appreciate you because we can't have the game without the officials.
Right, and it's not an easy thing to do. You're scrutinized by everybody here.
Tougher job than I can bear, certainly. That was a good curveball for Novak to get head in the count. Then this one lifted into right and will fall in front of Fearing, who came charging. So a leadoff single for J.J. Peters.
Again, that's what this Armstrong squad needs. Get that leadoff runner on, now trailing by 5. This has been an error-filled contest. 7 errors in this game so far, 4 by Coon Rapids and 3 by the opposition.
Fastball misses down and away to Tanner Roush. Roush looking for his first hit of the afternoon, 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. This one fouled back and will get out of play. One and one. This one chopped towards third. Good pickup by Phaneuf. Gets it over to second for Norquist to get the out on the lead runner. And Roush is aboard on a fielder's choice.
Well, they wanted to make sure they got that runner at second, and they did.
Well, Phaneuf looking far more comfortable at third, apparently. Had some struggles to start the game over at second, but very well-made play right there. This one skied behind home plate and will get out of play. A.J. Kiebelbeck had a single his last time up, 1 for 2 this afternoon. Fastball hit well toward the gap, and nobody's going to catch that. It's going to run almost all the way to the wall. Knocked down by Scheller. Tries to get it in quickly. Lead runner J.J. Peters turns and scores an RBI double for A.J. Kibblebeck.
They, with one away, they've got one run back and another runner in scoring position as Kiebelbeck drove that ball.
Yeah, and Roush with a good read off the bat, saw that there was no chance anyone was going to catch it. He got a good start off of first, able to score all the way. And now Harrison Boughton. Runner at second with one out. Big swing comes up empty, 0-1.
Well, Kiebelbeck with that starter stash. You can get him up at the QVC off Winnetka. Shapiro starter stash. No,
it's Boughton that has it, not Kiebelbeck.
No, Kiebelbeck has one too.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
you can get 2 for 1 up at the QVC off Winnetka and New Hope.
High fly to short center coming in and not able to make the catch is Scheller. Kiebelbeck will move over to third. Runners at the corners as Westphal Armstrong is trying to rally.
Well, they certainly need to when trailing in this inning by 5. Now a 4-run cushion for the Rapid squad.
That is error number 5.
Well, that's not Scheller.
No, it is not Scheller.
No. That would be Colin McCullough.
And now Andrew Morgan at the plate. That was eye high, but he went up and got it, fouled it off. Kind of a lumberjack hack at the thing.
Yes, it was. He tomahawked it.
So grounded on the right side. Scooped up by Norquist. Gets it to Myrie in time for out number 2. But Kiebelbeck able to score from third. That was a tough play.
Yeah. It was a nice out.
Now Nathan Hawkinson underneath the fastball 0-1. Up and in, 1-1. You know, both Coon Rapids pitchers, we talked about it with the starters, such a difference in the rhythms that they create. Both Coon Rapids pitchers liking to work pretty quickly. Great looking curveball right there from Novak for strike 2.
We're big fans of pitchers that work quickly.
And both Armstrong pitchers are
take a little time.
A little more patient, deliberate, thoughtful perhaps.
Thoughtful.
Spent a lot of time going over all their options, making sure they 2-2. And that is strike 3. But Armstrong gets a couple back midway through the 5th. It's Coon Rapids 6, Westphal Armstrong 3. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
City code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Late sun.
Beautiful evening.
Yeah.
Sun streaming over the trees in the west as it is saying its goodbyes to this part of the world for the next day. 6-3 ball game in favor of the home team as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. Sammy Lee 2 for 2, single, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. First pitch skied behind first. Over to make the catch is Landon Reed for out number 1.
And that's what Westphal wants in the field. A quick inning here in the bottom of the 5th. They're now trailing by 3. Able to make up a couple of runs in that top half of the 5th.
Breaking pitch, breaks at the right spot for Schultz, gets the strike to start Phaneuf out 0-1. Not even tempted a little at that one, up and out. Off-speed pitch right on the outside edge. We saw that in his first inning of work from Schultz. Does a really nice job of mixing up the speed of his pitches, kept the batters off balance, but they still did get 3 hits and 3 runs,
they did.
aided by an error. But he also had 3 strikeouts. Two and 2 to Colin Phaneuf. Able to hold off on that pitch, down and away, full count. And outside, ball 4. Phaneuf gets a free base with 1 away.
Well, the Rapids team seeing if they can get some of those runs back here.
Norquist 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Curveball misses high, evens the count. One and one, they check the runner, and Phaneuf scrambles back. Big swing for Norquist, but no contact, 1-2.
Yeah, ball got by. Over at first. Grove not able to advance.
Runner is going, pitches in the dirt. He's going to turn, and they're going to get Phaneuf all the way over to third base. He'll get a steal for second and a wild pitch for third.
That's the advantage you have when that wild pitch gets behind the catcher, and as a base runner, you've got the opportunity to take a couple bases like Phaneuf did there.
And now 2-2 to Kel Norquist. And again, out in front of that off-speed pitch. Another strikeout for Sammy Schultz.
Brings up Tommy Dutton for the first time.
Yeah, we missed in all the fielding changes in the last inning. We missed that Dutton took over for Myrie at first.
Tommy has a couple at bats and a hit so far this season, batting even 500. He would love to get his second hit of the season right here.
This one hit hard at first. Reed knocked it down. He's able to beat him to the bag. He's going to get on base, keep this inning alive, and Phaneuf will come home. I'm guessing that's error number 4.
Yeah, I would assume so. So far, the
So
Rapids.
no RBI, but
Nope.
the Cardinals will, or the Rapids.
They'll take it. They don't care.
Pitch is outside.
That's Price Karen. Yep, Price Karen at the plate.
I assumed so, since he took over Adi's spot behind the plate, that he also took the spot in the batting order.
Price looking for his first hit of the season.
1-1 pitch. That's not going to do it. Foul back out of play. This one hit down the line and will fall. Solid knock for Price Karen. Dutton able to hustle all the way over to third, so runners at the corners with 2 out.
We're going to see Tyler Donnell bat for the first time here this afternoon or this evening. Another player looking for his first hit.
Check Kieran over at first. He's back safely. Swinging strike one for Tyler Donnell. Curveball misses, evens the count.
Good patience there at the plate.
Slider diving down and away, 2-1.
Sammy Darling, kid, you got this.
High pop up to the right side. Reed underneath it makes the catch. For out number 3, Coon Rapids gets one back. They lead 7-3 as we head to the 6th. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
All right, Joe. In high school football, the snap ends when A, the ball is moved from its place on the ground, B, the ball leaves the snapper's hands, or C, the ball touches the ground or any other player. You don't have to raise your hand, Joe. Yes, Joe?
I love football.
Ah, yikes.
Whole neighborhood turning out for tonight's
why not?
contest. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Very well attended American Legion ball game here at Wintercrest Park. And it hasn't been pretty at times, but it's been entertaining. We've got a 7-3 ball game as we start the 6th.
Looks like no additional changes here in the field for Coon Rapids.
Have to go
look around. Yeah.
Check. It's figuring out right. Oh no, there is a new change. We have Tyler Donnell out in left field.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which makes sense because he just took Jaden Kopp's spot in the lineup. At least I assume that's Tyler Donnell. Yeah.
Sammy Schultz up for the first time for Westphal.
Give it a ride, kid.
Novak working his second inning in relief.
Second AP of the year. Woo.
Curveball, Schultz gets a piece of it.
He's all over it.
2-2. Late decision to swing by Schultz comes up empty, and a strikeout to start the inning for Zach Novak. His second.
Yeah, that's the way you want to start it if you're Rapids faithful.
8th strikeout of the ball game for the Coon Rapids pitchers or the Armstrong batters. Either way you want to look at it. Landon Reed is 2 for 2 this afternoon, though. A couple of singles so far. Beautiful
Yes.
curveball right there. Froze him for strike 2. Fastball, and Reed got a piece of it, but squeezed by Karen behind the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts to start this inning, and 3 straight for Zach Novak going back to the 3rd out of the 5th inning. Bring up Oscar Schulte. Looks at a pitch high, 1-0. Schulte reached on an error in the 2nd, grounded out to short in the 4th. Now with 2 out, nobody on, he backs away from a pitch and gets ahead, and they count 2-0. Up and in, makes it 3-0. Threw that one right down the middle, knowing Schulte was going to take it at 3-0. Novak working very quickly. He's also a hockey guy, so maybe he too is like, I want to get home.
Right? Watch the hockey
Stanley
game.
Cup final. Good chance that Lord Stanley's Cup will be awarded this evening. Game 5. That one runs inside, had the full count after getting behind 3-0.
All those people who are recording the game said Yund.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of sports fans out there that are recording that game
and watching this.
And watching this one.
I don't doubt that for a minute. Let's see what the we can see what the live viewership is right now.
Gonna feel that one in the morning.
There's 12 people watching, including me. We thank the 12 that are watching now,
which include our boss and family members.
Yeah, and there's four people watching at the studio. 4 TVs on at the studio, so that counts as 4. Oh, Neil's kids are watching.
Called strike on the outside edge. 0-1 to start J.J. Peters. Peters 1 for 3. This one hit back up the middle and past a diving Sammy Lee into center field for a 2-out single, and Armstrong trying to rally here in the top of the 6th.
Well, after Coon Rapids got one of those runs back in their bottom half of the 5th, you're right. They're just trying to see what they can do about chipping into this 4-run lead, as not much Sammy can do. He dove. It just got over the top of his glove.
Only Shapiro could have made that play. Tanner Rausch reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 5th inning. Looks at a strike, falls behind in the count, 0-1.
Yeah, that used to be a routine play for me back in the day.
And now in the dirt, evens the count. This one hit well towards left center. Back on it is McCullough. He makes the catch for out number 3. And the 2-out rally is squashed. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Coon Rapids 7, Westphal Armstrong 3.
Okay, I have a couple good ones for you, Joe. How do football players stay cool? By standing next to the fans. What kind of tea do football players drink? Penalty. Why can't you play football with pigs? Because they hog the ball.
Vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Beautiful night to enjoy the golf course here
Yeah.
at Wintercrest as well.
You've played it many times.
Many times. Enjoy it. I'm not a huge fan of hole 20, the huge drive off the big hill. I tend to get myself in lots of trouble, but
How do you weigh in? Do you play with a shirt or without a shirt typically?
no one needs to see that.
Well, yeah, that gentleman was playing without a shirt. I thought.
Colin McCullough, his first at bat here.
And also looking for his first base hit of the season.
Heading the count 2-1. Schultz fires a strike, gets it back to even. Goes down to get that one and grounds it. Bounces off of Reed and runs away, and nobody does anything about it. And that is possibly the most egregious error of the evening. And
Yes.
we've had several.
That's probably now the fifth error on the Armstrong.
100%.
And so that's 10 errors in this game so far between the two squads.
Well, and this one kind of hits Reed. It hits Reed in fair territory and then goes into foul territory, maybe in front of the base. I don't know why he didn't chase it.
Yeah.
It took him a while before he decided. McCullough, fortunately for Coon Rapids, he knew what to do. He stepped on the gas, got himself all the way to second base. I don't see the error going up there. I'd lost track.
Well, they gave him a hit.
Hits? Oh, my goodness. I don't know how.
He's got him talking to himself.
I don't know how that's some of the other ones that I was not sure on. That one I'm pretty certain was an error. But whatever. Down in the dirt.
Apparently they're calling it a funny hop. Very comical baseball. I saw what the Holiday had.
Back when it was opening for Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
Down and in, now 2-1. Not sure who's hitting, but this is definitely not Jared Fearing.
No. I don't know.
You can show that to me a couple more times. He got away from Broughton, and a heads-up running play by McCullough gets over to third base.
That was Stahlberger.
Okay. Yeah. That was definitely not Jared Fearing.
No. Were they putting him? They're putting him back to the plate?
Yeah, it was only a second strike.
Oh, 3-1. Everybody's a little
So
confused.
now a full count.
Now it's full count, right.
Down to the dirt, ball 4. He gets a walk, and a wild pitch will allow McCullough to hustle home. So McCullough apparently had a single. I would argue that that's an error.
Right.
Then does he get to second on an error at least? I
Right.
think there's got to be an error for him to get to second base.
I
with that
totally
hit.
agree.
Either way, he moved over to third on a pass ball and then scored on a wild pitch.
They're going to change pitchers. Yeah.
And so while they replace Sammy Schultz on the hill, we'll step away. We'll be back with more of the 6th inning after this. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. Howie, do you know why fish are so bad at volleyball? Because they're afraid of the net.
Why me?
Why couldn't the volleyball player cross the road? There were too many bumps. Why was Cinderella kicked off the team? Because she ran away from the ball.
I hate you.
Today we're on soccer, Joe. So my goal is to kick around some topics with you, but I don't want to foul things up by being too forward.
Please stop that.
So could you assist me?
Stop.
Maybe pass some ideas
How?
so we can tackle this together?
Howie? Oh, boy.
I'm just saying, this really isn't my field.
Unbelievable. Back at Wintercrest. Bottom of the 6th inning. Started with a hit/error. Wild pitch. A walk. Another run across, and Coon Rapids up 8-3. AJ Kibblebeck is the new pitcher.
Andrew Morgan's going to be taking over him at third. So who's playing second?
Thought who's on first. First pitch, high fly to short left, and it will bounce out of the glove of Hawkinson. Made a great effort to get back on it.
He did.
I mean, he was 50 feet into the outfield. And that one they're going to call an error.
Yep.
Because it was in his glove.
Oh, yeah, he definitely had it in his glove.
But I would argue that more being a hit than McCullough's, but that's just me, because that was far from being a routine play.
Correct.
But he did get the full glove on.
He did.
It was in the web. Sammy Lee at the dish with 2 on and nobody out here in the 6th. Down and in. Couple of hits, an RBI, and a run scored. Fastball called a strike.
He's got that little Shapiro starter.
He does.
Yeah, I know exactly where he got it. 2 for 1. Buy one for your little brother or maybe your sister.
Lee thought about swinging. Maybe he should have. That pitch right down the pipe, 2-2. Curveball in the dirt. Good stop by Boughton behind the plate. Full count. Inside, got a piece of him, but it was ball 4 anyway. And the bases are loaded.
Nobody out.
High pop up behind short. This time a sure two-handed grab by Nathan Hawkinson for out number 1.
Yeah, he was going to make sure he watched that one go into his glove.
Kel Norquist now with the bases loaded, 1 away. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He does have an RBI. Pitch up and in. And now missing outside is Keeblebeck. It's 2-0. Up and in 3-0 and no place to put him.
Nope. Got to make this, obviously got to make this pitch good. Make it count because you're right. He's got nowhere to put him, and it'll put another run if he doesn't get this cross.
Norquist, I'm sure, will be taking all the way on 3-0. Does, and Keeblebeck gets it in there for a strike. Curveball swung on and missed. Norquist caught guessing wrong. Fastball swung on and missed. And nice job by Keeblebeck to battle back after falling behind 3-0.
Yeah, big second out, too, for him with bases loaded. Trailing by 5, knowing that they down their last 3 outs.
I'll bring up Tommy Dutton, reached on an error in the 5th inning. Curveball, he lays off. It finishes low, 1-0. Inside fastball, and he was able to check his swing. Thought about it at first. They looked down, but no swing. It's 2-0.
And he immediately looked back at the home plate umpire to see what he was going to call.
And again, a 3-0 count with the bases loaded.
Deep breath, AJ. You got this, kid.
Ball 4, RBI walk for Tommy Dutton.
That makes it 9-3. 2 away. So they're able to get those 2 runs back they lost earlier when it was 6-1.
That'll bring up Bryce Karen, and he had a single his first time up. He and Jeremy Oddie, by the way, as the number 9 hitter.
Number 9.
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 A combined 3 for 3. Love to see that kind of productivity, and a couple of runs scored, by the way. Love to see that from your number 9 spot. This one hit pretty well to center, but there for it is Roush. He gets the catch. The Rapids leave the bases loaded, but add 2 more, and they lead 9-3 as we head to the 7th inning on CTN.
Did you know? City Code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Today we're on soccer, Joe. So my goal is to kick around some topics with you, but I don't want to foul things up by being too forward.
Please stop that.
So could you assist me?
Stop.
Maybe pass some ideas
How?
so we can tackle this together?
Howie? Oh, boy.
I'm just saying, this really isn't my field.
Unbelievable.
Back at Wintercrest, and another new pitcher for the Rapids as Kel Norquist tries to come in and shut it down here in the 7th. He's got a 6-run lead to work with.
And this is Kel's first outing of the season on the mound.
Keeblebeck, Boughton, and Morgan, the scheduled hitters. A.J. Keeblebeck having a nice afternoon. He's 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI, a run scored. The hole is large.
Yes.
But forever hopeful. Kel Norquist drives this one, but foul. He jumped on that.
He really did.
That one up high, but Keeblebeck still going after it, fouling it off, 0-2. This one skied in foul territory. Underneath it and making the catch. Not entirely sure it's enough over there still. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you just don't know. So Novak's playing short and Sammy Lee's at second.
There you go, 3.
Harrison Boughton 0 for 3. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. Called strike at the bottom of the zone. Evens the count, 1-1 to Boughton. 1 out, nobody on. Team trailing by 6 here in the top of the 7th inning. Fastball misses outside, 2-1.
Well, if Post 334 can hold on here, and I think they should, up by 6. They will get their second win of the season.
Curveball stays high, 3-1. This one hit well to left, but also hooking foul out of play. And the count is full to Harrison Boughton. Foul back and out of play. Will stay at full count.
And trying to keep this his bat alive. Big hole, but and one away here in the top of the 7th.
Down in the dirt and skips all the way to the backstop. Bowden hustles down, takes a turn at first, but he'll stay there. He knows very well how far away that foul fence is. So a runner on with one out here in the 7th. Andrew Morgan. 0 for 3, but he did drive in a run and he did score a run. Inside 1-0.
That pitch didn't miss by much, but again, being patient at the plate. He's trying to get him to commit to something on the inside portion.
Up high, 2-0. And now 3-0. And a get me over changeup.
Make sure you get
for
it
a
over.
strike. Morgan was taking that one all the way. Reaches out, rolls this one to short. It bounces away from Novak. And I would call that an error. They did put that one up
That has
as
to
an
be
error.
an error. And that looked like an opportunity for a double play there. And I think that's the second error on Novak here tonight.
Nathan Hawkinson hits this one well to right center. McCullough able to get there, make the catch. Thinking about tagging was Bowden, but he'll stay at second base. 2 down, and Armstrong down to their final out.
Well, McCullough's got some pretty good speed. Got there quickly.
Schultz looks at a pitch outside, 0-1. This one grounded back up the middle. Scooping it is Lee, the throw over to Dutton, and this game is over.
And a nice win for post 334 to move the record to 2 1/2 on the season, but a nice win nonetheless. Got 10 hits on there. Just the only negative is 6 errors in the field, and that obviously cannot continue.
No, and again, they gave up the 4 errors in the first 2 innings and only 1 run. And at the end of the game, you got a 6 in the error column and only 3 runs. Allowed is pretty solid. That means the pitching made up for the lack of fielding. And they did enough on offense, certainly 10 hits, 9 runs. Armstrong had their struggles in the field as well with 4 charged errors at the end of the night. But the only column that matters is the first one, 9 runs for Coon Rapids and 3 for Westphal Armstrong. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.